Gene Hackman was just 13 years old the morning his father waved goodbye for the last time. His father, Eugene, a pressman, drove away that day. A quick, offhand flip of a wave. "Okay, it's all yours," that wave was saying. "You're on your own, kiddo." Saturday after Saturday, Gene sat in the Palace Theater, daydreaming through hurt and anger. He imagined himself as the hero like Errol Flynn, until he looked into a big gilt mirror. He saw a rumpled, potato-faced ordinary boy, and the daydream stopped. He began rebelling against authority, and at 16 lied about his age and joined the Marines. He ran afoul of officers, a young man fighting inside as much as out. A sergeant later sneered, "Hackman, you're a sorry SOB." Then Gene visited Uncle Orrin in Rochester, a newspaperman and artist, who became his role model. Orrin worked upstairs, a different world from Gene's father, and it made being artistic seem possible. A photo shows young Gene sitting on a stone wall, watching men build and feeling left out. Back in New York, he studied the method and learned to use his own emotions as fuel. Performing on a runway stage, he discovered that gestures could carry the audience when eyes were hidden. So he developed a repertoire of gestures to reinforce what he wanted to say. When he landed a Broadway part, he invited his estranged father to opening night. After the show, they scarcely spoke, until his father said, "You look good in a suit." A simple acceptance, a fragile reconciliation of sorts. Film work followed. In Bonnie and Clyde, he played Buck, and prepared his big death scene obsessively. He got down on all fours and imitated a bull wounded in the neck, to strip away glamour and show humanity. You could even see the heartbeat in the twitching of his fingers as he died. Later, he played another son in I Never Sang for My Father, a role that echoed his own life. The film closes on a photograph of father and son frozen in gesture, a relationship struggling on. Death ends a life, but it does not end a relationship. Gene finally confronted his father in a rundown trailer. His father refused to talk about the leaving. He had to accept that his father would never explain. The wave remained unanswered. His father died in 1973. The question lingered, but so did the acting. In The French Connection, he created a climactic gesture, a four-finger salute as Popeye Doyle. Charnier slides into a car and smiles, smugly waving with one black-gloved hand, but he waves best who waves last. Popeye flexes four fingers as his left hand points a gun. For Popeye, he won the Academy Award. And in Danville, people mimicked Popeye's four-finger salute. Cousin Tom would say people in Danville kept giving that salute for months. Film followed film, roles searching for the common humanity in every character. Home life strained, marriage, children, separation. He kept working at a fierce pace. In 1990, he suffered angina and underwent angioplasty, then slowed down and changed his life. He married Betsy Arakawa. They settled in Santa Fe, where she taught him piano, and he took up painting. Between films, he played piano and painted landscapes, but acting remained his primary commitment. At an awards ceremony, he remembered the stone wall, the wave, and dedicated his Oscar to Uncle Orrin. He nervously rubbed the statuette and said, "I'd like to dedicate my part of this evening to my uncle Orrin Hackman." He later reflected on his father's influence, that single precise gesture. He said, "Maybe I am an actor because of that gesture of my father's. A small wave repeated across a life, shaping a craft and a legacy." Gene Hackman, an actor who turned a single moment into a lifetime of work. Archival photos and film stills, narration supplied.